All right, this will be a nice quick video. So one of my favorite tricks in all of math is when I have a 5 on the denominator of a very ugly number like 265 and I don't want to do the division. What I do is I multiply the top and the bottom by 2. Because when you multiply a number by anything over itself, you're multiplying it by 1, which means you're not changing the value of the original number. And on the bottom here, I'm going to get 10. And that's really nice to work with for obvious reasons. And on the top, I'm going to get, okay, so 26 times 2 would be 52, and then add another. So I end up with 530. So this multiplication is often a lot easier than this division would have been on its own. So I end up with 530 over 10, which is the same as 53 over 1. So the answer here is 53. So by multiplying by 1, I created a simpler math problem that it was a lot easier for me to solve. Now the second one, when you're dividing by a radical, a lot of times GMAT answers have a radical on top of the answer choice. So if you end up in a situation where you have 16 over radical 2, you basically need to find a way to get that radical on top. And what we're really asking is, if 16 divided by radical 2 equals x, like what is it equal to? We don't know, we're trying to solve for x here, then 16 equals x radical 2. And sometimes it's easy to see it this way, and maybe it isn't, but basically we're going to need another radical 2 to cancel this. So the way that you can do it more simply is to say, okay, 16 over radical 2, I want to get rid of that radical 2 on the bottom, multiply by radical 2 over radical 2, and radical 2 times radical 2, root 2 times root 2, gives you just the number 2. And on top you have 16 root 2. So these are like mashed together as one number multiplied right now. And 16 over 2 gives you 8, so you end up with 8 root 2 as your answer. And that's probably what the answer choice would look like on the GMAT. So again, multiplying by something over itself is a faster and easier way to simplify your math than trying to figure out logically what this originally came from.